Hello and welcome to programming. This is going to be episode 4 for the making of PackMan, and I'll show you how to show the mazes and the pills for the game. So let's go grab the file for the setup in this video. Go to my YouTube channel. Then go to the project. Now go to downloads, grab that one, that file, extract it with that's PackMan for episode 4. Let's extract it and extract it to home folder, and we can close Firefox and open Eclipse. Now you should be opening into the workspace from the home directory, and then type in Eclipse with the capital E, click OK. Once we open it, we are going to need to import the existing project from the current directory. Let's grab first the game engine. The second one we're grabbing is the PackMan game. Okay, you should have 2 of them in there. Now in the PackMan game you should have images of all the mazes we are going to load in. So the first thing we need to do after we checking that the current code works is that we're going to change the background into the real mazes image. So we're going to do that by first making a variable called maze images. There are going to be 4 of them. Now we can load in with the following code. Images at m should load with io.read new file. In there we should have images plus m png. Now once we have the images for the maze, we are going to need a variable that's gonna tell us which is the current number of the maze. Let's call it maze number. Initially the maze number should be 0. Okay, so let's change that in here. We are going to draw image from maze images with current maze number at the 00 with the upper left corner at 00. Now if we run this, we should see the mazes. Okay, so next what we are going to do is we are going to load in the information for all the mazes, not just one. So that is the loading of one maze. Now how should we solve this? We are going to solve this by having an array of maze called mazes. The maze class will just contain the all the information needed that we need to know about one particular maze. So we'll control 1 and let's create the class called maze. Let's leave that blank for now. Let's see what else do we need for the mazes. Now this is to load the mazes information, all of them. So we go one by one, starting from 0 to 3, and mazes at M is new mazes. How to tell? We just keep at M to indicate different mazes, and to tell it to load in its information correctly depending on which number M is. So we just copy all of these, and then okay, let's do this first. Let's control 1 in there. Let's select the second one, create a constructor that will take in an integer. Hit enter, and then let's go back to PackMan and then copy all of these into the mazes, into the maze class, and control 1 to import the scanner, but select the one from java.util, and control 1 again for the file. Now we're gonna need variable called lines. That should be easy. We just keep track of control 1, enter. We're gonna need to initialize lines somehow. Let's put it in there. And then we're gonna need 2 variable holding position for the PackMan, row and column. We're almost there. We're gonna need rows and columns to indicate what the maximum number of rows and columns for these mazes are. The width and the height. Should we have that here? Okay, let's that's questionable, but we'll simply just do it this way, just to fix it from errors. And the step should be 2. Control 1 in that error to fix it. That should be, we should be fine with the maze. So we'll save it. Now go back to PackMan. After these, we will need to update the information from mazes with current maze number in it. The first thing would be how many rows it is. We should get it from the current maze. Likewise, we are going to get the number of columns from current maze, and what else do we need to get it from? Current position for initial position for the PackMan. For PackMan, and the width and the height. Let's go. size of the game screen. Now we should all be okay. Let's try running that one more time. We got what's the error? Character at. Okay, so we're not gonna need this anymore. Whenever we want to check the character at R and C, we are going to refer to R and C in the current maze. So this should be maze's maze number, not character at. Now control 1, because we're gonna need to create a new method that's going to return the character at R and C. That should fix it. Now we are going to check if there's a pill. We're not going to do anything if it's 1, so we only draw the pills and the power pills. So let's take 2 of that and make it an else if, and in case it's 2, we are going to draw the pill. In the case of the character 3, we are going to draw the power pill. Now to draw a pill is simply drawing 6 by 6 circle, so it should be 6 by 6. And in case of the power pill, it should be a little bigger. Let's say twice the size. It should be 6, 6, and 12 by 12. Now we're going to need to set the color to be white. Now let's see how that goes. Oh, the rows and the column should be from the current maze. And the column. Do I miss anything? Okay, it should not be. Then this should be fine, except for all the character at. So this is going to be maze's maze number dot. Okay, this should be fine. Control dot again. We don't need that. We don't need that. Now run. Okay, we should be fine. Okay. Now I thought I said fill all. Why is it rectangle? Because it's fill rect, not oval. Okay, let's make it round. Now this should be okay. Not very pretty, as you can see. I'm gonna leave it here for now, but if you think it's not very pretty, then I have the mazes right there as an exercise. That if you want to use the pill from image, it looks much cooler that way. So you can use the file from pills.png and powerpills.png. So you can go ahead and use all that, but for now just leave it here and try to show you how to eat the pills. Now to eat the pills, we are going to need to make a copy of where the pill is. Now to keep track of the copy of the pills, we are going to pills. We are going to need to make a copy of the maze information and try to turn that one back to 1 if it's already been eaten by the PackMan. So let's call everything, let's call it cells. It basically is just a copy of characters in current maze. Now in the beginning, we are going to need to make a copy of the cells. So cells should be maze number, get cells. Now we are going to need to create a method called getCells, which will return cells, and we know that the cell should be of the size rows and columns for each of the we're going to fill that in. So to fill that in, we can say that okay, let's just we're not going to use that. We are going to get each of the rows, each of the lines, and then return it with array copy from the source. The source should be lines.get r dot character arrays. The source position is from 0. The destination should be cells at r, and it should be from 0. The length of it should be columns. That basically means copy from the line and copy using a character array into the cells, rows number r, and copy with the total amount of columns characters. That should be it, and we'll return cells. Now this should be fine. Whenever we want to update, we just update the cells from the PackMan game. So after we move, we are going to Moving. Again, moving should be checked from within the maze. Otherwise it will be pretty hard to debug. Let's just say we try to make this work by keeping as much the same code as much as possible. So we try to keep moving here. Now what we are going to do is we are going to change that by updating the pills. So we're going to check if the cells at current position, which is row and column, is the pills. We are going to eat the pills. So cells at rows and columns should turn into a road. Likewise, if it's power pill, you should turn into 1. This is power pill, just in case that we want to add the score to it. So we just can go to each of the punishing and change it. Now once we erase that, we should be okay. Now when we draw it, we should not get the character from the maze, but from the current cells. Now we can say cells RC, cells RC. This should get rid of the pills when the PackMan step on it. Try running it. You can see that it actually eats the pills. Why is the power pills in the weird position? That should not be power pills. Okay, let's just try this. Let's just try when the PackMan eat the power pills, we are going to speed up the game by setting the delay to 15. Now we are going to try to eat the pills. Obviously the PackMan would be faster, but now that's the problem of getting stuck on the border, not going through the tunnel. Let's try to fix that by fixing the tunnel. Is pretty straightforward. You just have to check if, for example, if we want to go left, we just need to check if column is 0 and the other side of the maze this should be. Anyway, we keeping track of the maze information and then using the cells anyway. So the cells at R and C is column, we want to go to columns -1. That's the one, the one to the right, the rightmost cells at the same rows. We are going, that's not R, that's row. Columns is not 0, then we can go, meaning the current row is stay, but we can move the column to columns -1 and return success. Anyway, I have shortened this just to make sure that you can follow my idea of checking. But anyway, if you really want to use it, all of these codes should be in the maze, so the game should not be too long. It will be pretty hard to debug if you have too many methods inside one game. So anyway, that's the basic idea. So this should allow you to move left and go through the tunnel and come out to the end at the other side. So let's check that. Why is it so slow? My connection is not right. It should not be. When this is 1, it should check that when the column is 0 and you want to go to the other side, and the other side it's the cell it's 1, you can step on it and you should be able to go. Now that should fix it. Now I will just finish this and show you that it works, so it can go through the tunnel, either that one or that one. But if you want to go through that way, it doesn't work because you don't have the connection to check when you want to go to right and what happened when it's tunnel and you want to go to the other side. Anyway, just take that as an assignment. I don't know, don't take it too serious. In the next video I'll have a complete code for you to work on, to start on. Anyway, just want to say goodbye for now and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.